it's time to actually start posting content. So the very next step that you want to do is go into where it says all post. And what we need to do is actually remove this hello world post because it doesn't make sense here. You don't need it right now. So you're just going to click on trash, and that's going to delete that post. So now when you go back to your website and you refresh it, there's not going to be any post because hello world is not a valid post. The other thing you need to do is go over to where it says pages. So again, that's under dashboard, and you're going to select pages. So you'll see up here we've got a sample page right here. You'll want to go ahead and remove this sample page as well. So we're just going to go to trash this page, and that's going to be removed also. So if we go back here to our home page, there's not going to be any content. So now we need to add our first content. So you need to add at least a basic blog post that kind of identifies what it is you're going after. And I'll show you how to add a blog post. The nice thing about blog posts is that the step is the same every single time. So once I show you how to do this one time, you're going to be able to duplicate this 10 times, 20 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, however many different pages of content you have. The more frequently you update your site, the better off you're going to be with the search engine. So now you're ready to just go ahead, and start typing away. So what I would do, there's two ways you can create your blog content. One is you can create it all in Notepad, which is probably one of the easiest ways because you can just simply copy and paste, from Notepad and put it right on, just copy and paste it like this right on into your WordPress site and kind of keep the formatting how it is, which is why I like using Notepad. The other option here, which works very well, is to just type your content in here, use this to highlight things and kind of change how it's going to show up and stuff. You can actually just save draft as you type it. So that's also one option. So let's say, for example, we're covering all types of jerseys here. So licensed NFL jerseys. So let's say licensed NFL jerseys is going to be the one we're going after here. So it's going to give you an option here. This is what our post is about: licensed NFL jerseys. So it's going to say uniformsjerseys.com/license-NFL-jerseys, and that's a good looking link, because it's got your keywords in it. So typically you can just leave that alone, and let's just come here and say say a bunch about it. I would put a few paragraphs in there. So find all the best NFL jerseys here. We have found the best source online for NFL for both hard to find jerseys and popular jerseys. Click here to start browsing today, and then you can put a link to your favorite page there, www.youraffiliatelink.com, and then you could choose open link in a new window or tab. And then let's say you have an image that maybe you've downloaded from the website you're promoting. You can actually go to upload and insert, and you could actually choose select files and just pull an image from your computer. So I'm just going to go here to pictures, and let's just grab, like we're doing a sports related theme here. So let's just find like this image right here. It's sports related. So let's just incorporate this one in there. And we can go with that. You can choose your size here, or change the title. So let's say basketball player, which again I was talking about the NFL, so that doesn't quite match up with basketball player, but you get the drift here. And then I always like to put in the alternate text. So let's say we're talking about NFL jerseys. So that's what we're going to put in here is what we're covering. So we're going to go NFL jerseys. This again kind of helps the search engines find what you're looking for. Caption, you don't need to have a caption. You don't need a description. As far as the size goes, medium, large, full size, or thumbnail. And then you could actually choose to wrap text around it. And so you can just choose insert into post. And now we can actually put text and wrap text around here, around this particular part of the image. So there you go. So that's going to come out nicely. The next thing you can do when you're actually doing your first blog post and all your blog posts is under all-in-one SEO tag. Like let's say I always go to the AdWords keyword tool. This is just a tip. Every time I do a blog post, I go to the AdWords keyword tool. It doesn't matter what it is I'm posting. And I go into the AdWords keyword tool and I will do a search for what it is I'm trying to go after here. So let's go to the AdWords keyword tool. This particular blog post is all about NFL jerseys. So it's all about NFL jerseys. So I'm going to type in NFL jerseys and I'm going to find keywords related to NFL jerseys here. So we're going to see here authentic NFL jerseys. What I like to search for is narrow it down to exact match, meaning it's going to give me a better idea as to the traffic. And then I like to sort it by global monthly searches. So let's scroll down here and we'll see NFL jerseys, cheap NFL jerseys, soccer jerseys, that doesn't quite fit, Nike NFL jerseys. So those are some possible options to go after. Here's one that gets quite a bit of traffic. New Nike NFL uniforms, but it's got low advertiser competition, which means there's probably not a lot of people trying to rank for that keyword in the search engines as well. So what I would do is go back here, under all-in-one SEO pack, and especially if I offer, if this website here is going to promote Nike NFL jerseys, may as well put that in here. So let's see, we've got cheap NFL jerseys. Cheap NFL jerseys, and then we've got new Nike NFL uniforms. And then you could find another keyword. You can separate them by commas or hyphens. It's completely up to you. And then authentic NFL jerseys. So I always like to come up with a few decent keywords, and it's just a very simple, good habit to get into because you always end up stumbling across some decent keywords. And then for the description, again, this is your meta description like you did on the home page. So you can find cheap NFL jerseys, new Nike NFL uniforms, authentic NFL jerseys, and more. Get equipped to support your favorite player or team. And then keywords, again, I'll just copy and paste these keywords as I put them in up here under the keyword section. So I'm just going to highlight it, hit Control C, or I could right click and choose copy, and hit Control V to paste them. V is in victory, or you could right click and choose paste. And then the other thing you'll want to do is on the right hand side, it's going to say categories. You can add a new category if it makes sense. So in this case, NFL jerseys is the category that we would be doing here. So like if this post was about real estate investing, it would go there. If it's about house flipping, it would go in that category. And so we're just going to go that way it's not marked as uncategorized. Tags, you could do NFL jerseys, Nike NFL jerseys, and then click on add. And everything else is good to go. We'll just go with standard here and choose publish. So that's going to publish your very first post within WordPress. So once we hit publish here, We'll go back to the website. Notice nothing was found there. But after we publish it, we should have some content that's now displaying, and you will see, that there actually is some content here. And you'll notice here that it's got the tags that show up right over here. And so let's go here to licensed NFL jerseys. And you'll notice up here we've got our title tags going for the search engine: cheap NFL jerseys, new Nike NFL jerseys. And again, I'm just using this website as a model for you to follow. This website's going to promote sports jerseys, jerseys that people would buy, jerseys that people wear to the games, that people wear around town just to show their pride for their teams. There's a lot of money to be made in that niche. So you can basically substitute everything we're doing here and apply it to your niche. And so you notice, the image I used, everything is incorporated here. You've got your buttons here for Twitter, Facebook Like, Google Plus, Pinterest. People can do pinning if they wanted to. Lots of different options here. And then the only other thing that you need to do is to set up a page, and I'll show you that in the very next video. And once you've gotten to this far, you're basically ready to start promoting your website. The only other thing that you need to do is to go back and continue adding more content to your website so that it keeps getting found.